Hello, everyone. My name is Nicolas Velasco, and today I'll be talking to you about stem cell therapies and their impact on medical treatments. Let's begin with some brief historical context of stem cell research. First off, not a specific scientist discovered stem cells. It was a growing effort that took many decades. However, the term was in fact coined by Russian histologist Alexander Maximov, who also developed the theory of hematopoiesis, which is how we currently know the origin and differentiation of blood cells. One of the many key events in the development of stem cell therapies started in the 1960s with Joseph Altman's evidence of neurogenesis thanks to stem cell activity in the brain. The research was complemented by McCulloch and Till's accidental discovery of self regenerating blood cells in the bone marrow of mice. These findings led to more interest in the capabilities and new potential uses for stem cells, such as in novel therapeutic stem cell treatments, specifically for diseases like leukemia. In 1968, the first effective bone marrow transplant between donor and recipients that were not genetically related shed some light to the importance of matching criteria that is necessary for successful transplants, which is in particular a compatibility of human leukocyte antigens. In 1978, hematopoietic stem cells in human cord blood were discovered, and in 1981, the isolation of embryonic stem cells from mice blastocysts was now possible, thanks in part to biologist Gail R. Martin. During the following decades, the field had massive development, with important breakthroughs such as the identification of cancer stem cells as well as the extraction of the first human embryonic stem cells, which opened up new possible treatment options for a wide range of diseases. In 1997, we saw two major events that helped us better understand how stem cells work. Researchers Bonnet and Dick were the first to prove that myeloid leukemia came from altered primitive hematopoietic cells. Their research posited that not all cancer cells are the same, and the really important fact is that they introduced the theory of cancer stem cells, or CSCs, which basically are cancer cells that have the ability to self renew and differentiate much like stem cells do, causing tumors to form and keep growing. The second event that happened that year was the birth of Dolly the sheep, a clone animal created by essentially grabbing a somatic cell, putting its DNA content inside an oocyte, shocking it to cause it to divide, and implanting it in a surrogate sheep mother. By the 21st century, a new era of stem cell research promptly emerged, kick-started by the discovery of induced pluripotent stem cells. It was in 2006. As a side note, I want to explain what IPS are. They are basically adult cells that have been changed back to a pluripotent state, meaning they can turn into any cell type in the body. An example would be skin cells that are extracted from the body and then are carefully switched back into IPS cells, which then differentiate themselves into neurons for treating neurological disorders. Also, another fact worth mentioning is there is a different type of stem cell called amniotic stem cells, which were first extracted from amniotic fluid in 2006. They are also pluripotent in nature, which is a huge deal for the development of different kinds of therapies. Stem cells have again and again demonstrated notable success, specifically in burns and hematological illnesses. These cells have become treatment in certain hematologic, oncologic, dermatologic, ophthalmologic, and orthopedic conditions. But we continue to see an increased amount of potential uses in medicine, especially in conditions where cells have been lost, destroyed, or altered and are needed to be replaced. Now, talking about social and political implications. One of the main issues of stem cell therapy is that uh, this is a place where ethics, science, and policies meet. Particularly, I'm talking about the use of embryonic stem cells, as they directly involve the destruction of human embryos. Given the mixed opinions and beliefs associated with this therapy, many countries have opted on imposing harsh restrictions for embryonic stem cell research. This dilemma has much controversy, with people on one side of the issue arguing that the potential medical breakthroughs and lives saved are worth the sacrifice. Clearly, this is a utilitarian approach. As for the opposition, they argue that human life is sacred and destroying an embryo could be considered somewhat similar to homicide. It is a really complex topic to discuss, as some religious groups oppose embryonic stem cell research on the basis that it constitutes to the destruction of human life, while other groups support it as it is a way of helping treat a lot of patients. Beliefs, be it religious, moral, or philosophical, play a really important role in the attitude that the public has towards this kind of therapy. Apart from ethical considerations, there have been many concerns about safety and efficacy of stem cell therapy, which has added even more moral ramifications. It is true that this therapy is a pretty recent medical practice, and as such, it still requires more research and development. The truth is, there are many risks and uncertainties associated with stem cell therapy, as every patient's biology is different and their illnesses will never present the exact same way. There is a lot of potential in this field, but these interventions require more specific research, ethical oversight, and better policy regulation in order to pursue therapeutic progress while protecting human well-being and dignity. Future impact. Stem cell therapy will continue to evolve and profoundly transform the field of medicine. Besides all the previously mentioned challenges and others, such as we have to finish mapping and fully understanding all stem cell mechanisms, making differentiation more reliable and lead to effective results, as well as dealing with immunological rejection, many ongoing advancements are starting to offer promising solutions. Looking ahead into the future, the chance of more widespread use is only a matter of time. Stem cells are also being researched for 3D printing of organs, and an article about recent progress in the field stated that researchers have successfully constructed biomimetic vascularized heart, liver, lung, and kidney. Advancements in stem cell therapy will fight with the shortage of donor organs, lead to personalized therapies based on the patient's needs, and may even revolutionize um, healthcare by offering an alternative to traditional pharmacological treatments. With the ongoing research and interdisciplinary collaboration, stem cell therapy is on target to continue progressing, reshaping the future of medicine, and bettering outcomes for patients worldwide. Thank you for your attention. That would be all, and see you next time. Bye.